Hello, everybody. How are you doing this fine evening? I'm doing well. Uh, and I was just mm, toying around with VirtualBox, trying to see if I can get WebStudio working on a virtual machine. And I thought, why not go live? So this is just a last minute live. And also, I can test out if my volume is actually a little bit good. I've done some changes because the live stream of yesterday didn't sound any good. No, I thought, why not go live right now? Uh, so let's see. There's already something going wrong. There we are. So it was a very long time that I used something similar like this, a virtual machine, and in this case, it's VirtualBox. And I've set it up and took some snapshots, and now I have it all running as I would like it to be. Um, So let's see what we can do, right? We have the WebStudio website here. And one of the things that I'm interested in is using the free version or the self-host option um, of, um, of WebStudio. So let's see if it's easy to set up and if it's even possible within the virtual box that I have right now. Also, let me turn off my teleprompter because I won't be needing it for now. There we go. It did change some things, so let's make this just a tiny bit bigger. And there we are. So I already tried to set it up just a little bit. Let's see. And I've done some research on how to set up uh, the things and tried a little bit out first in Windows Sandbox. Windows Sandbox is something similar to VirtualBox where you can have a testing environment without destroying your own PC. And if you want to redo some things, that you can do that as well. So let's see if we can set this up. Um, and let's turn this on. That if someone is joining and wants to do something in the chats, then they're free to do so. Um, but I don't expect much people coming in today. There was a live last minute kind of thing. Let's see. So first, what we want to do is go to the builder. Let's see. I also want to change the display settings for the virtual machine because I can imagine that this is a little bit tiny, even for me. Let's go to display and change the settings in here. What is it? Can we set it to, I don't know, 100%? Let's scale it up way bigger. That's better. Maybe a little bit too big. And there we go. Now we can definitely read it. I hope also during the live stream so we can see that later on. And what I want to do is download those. So we need to install Visual Studio Code. So let's download that one and wait a bit. And then we can also install Docker. They both are needed. Docker is actually similar to VirtualBox, but I didn't want to mess up how to use VirtualBox because I never used it. Uh, Maybe you can use this to do something cool as well. I can see myself in the camera if needed. Still figuring out a nice use case for the prompter, and perhaps this will be one of them. Seeing myself in the video, and but also add. So if we go here, I've got a prompter. Now I see myself there, so that's good. We need to move yeah this one over. There we go. Our Visual Studio or our virtual box. And we need to download the x64. then in our VirtualBox, I can increase, I think, how this is looking in terms of speed, because it looks like it's very slow. So let's go to details settings. And of course, we can't change anything right now. Maybe using more cores will make it feel a little bit more snappy. And changing the settings for our screen, I guess. Let's look at that later. Let's go through the install. I just hit next. Should be fine. And here we're downloading Docker. Should be done about now. Looks like there's a blue haze when I'm using my thingy on there. I need to go to the camera hub, and then I think I can change some things. And meanwhile, open that one up. It doesn't look like it's doing anything. It's not opening the camera hub, but it's fine. We can launch this one, and we can start the installer for the Docker container, because those two you need to install before you get running according to the documentation. And let's see, home, we still have it. Studio. And here are the steps that I already took. We need to install Git next. So let's set that up real quick. That's not Git. Can we copy and paste it like this? I guess not. GitHub. It's not GitHub, but we need to install Git version controlling. This one. And we need that to later on get the repository of WebStudio on our PC. GitHub Studio. So we can download this one because we need it later. Click here to download. And now we're installing GitHub because we do need it for the WebStudio, else we can't fetch everything. Let's see. Here in the configuration, we can start this. Okay. In the meantime, also click next every time so we can install GitHub or Git, I mean. Here we have the GitHub repository. Maybe that's an easy link as well for inside of our Notion doc. We already have put it there, so that's nice. And we try to install it. Let's see if it works out. I'm very curious. I've never. It's a long time since I've used something like this. One, the virtual machine, and secondly, it's a long time since I've used VS Code, but also Git, and doing the pulling and that sort of thing. So I'm wondering how this will go. I hope it will go good. And those are the steps that you need to do first, right? You need to install the VS Code and Docker. If you're wondering what the hell is VS Code, VS Code is a tool that helps you. Let's see, code. It's a coding environment where you have a kind of Word document idea that you can code and change the code for your for everything that you're developing. And it has very handy tools and plugins that you can install, or extensions in this case, And that makes a lot possible within uh, Visual Studio Code. As you can see, here's how code looks. You also have access to the free Copilot nowadays, so that's also a very fun thing, actually. Um, because first you needed to pay for it, and I guess they have some kind of version that is free, seeing all the benefits it will give some people, I guess. Um, let's see. I think I also need to change some things in my what's it called, in my audio setup, because I think it's pretty quiet. So let's see if we can change that up. Do we just move the volume in here? I don't think that works. And what happens if we move this dial, and if we move this dial that way, and if we move it even further? It doesn't do much, I guess. And if we move this one that way, it doesn't do anything at all, actually. So this could be good and doesn't need to be changed. We can make some changes to this one, because I think that will help out if we change that value. Maybe this one can get a little bit lower. Because of my voice not always being the best, I think it would help to have the mic always in the same kind of distance. And perhaps the volume around here looks about nice. If I'm talking really quiet. So if I'm talking really quiet. If I'm talking really quiet. If I'm talking really quiet. This one is too much. So let's keep that at 10 decibels. And let's see if this is better when we move this just a little bit down. Should be just a little bit in the yellow and in the red. Similar to this is now done. I think this should be good enough. The sound would be much more better to hear. At least that's what I'm hoping for. So now we have finished this one. Docker is still installing. Git has been installed as well. Get up. GitHub, CLI. We can copy this one. We need to wait before we can move on to have the Docker installed. So I'm wondering if that will go well. Let's see. Change this. Can we just slightly move it? I don't think so, right? I need to center myself better. So do some changes. And then hopefully my mic isn't too loud. I think this is still okay. But it's still installing. This takes a very long time. So, and this is within the virtual container. Yeah. Perhaps we can also change some settings to be less. But setting up, installing the Docker container, I didn't know that it would take that much of time. I hoped that it would be not that long or lengthy. And but yeah, it's fun to play around with the VirtualBox to just understand how it works again. It's, as I said, it's a long time ago. I was hoping that there would be a different kind of tool now available nowadays, but it looks like it isn't for virtualization. All the guys at work are using, and girls, all the coders at work are using something. Are we now installing it 3 times, perhaps? Unpacking files. Can we close those? Wait. Is that why the VirtualBox is now very slow? Because we're installing it 3 times? Cancel. Are you sure? I don't know what's happening here. I apparently opened it up 3 times, so let's just cancel it for now. And then we'll try to reinstall it. And hopefully it goes faster. But like I said, it is fun to see to be using VirtualBox again. I mean, I've did that a long time ago, and I didn't know if there were virtualizations that still exist and that are free, because this one was free a long time ago. And if we look it up, this is the VirtualBox. I can set it in the chat as well. It is for creating virtual environments where you can test out safely things, for example, WebStudio, but also programs that you don't trust. And it also helps when you get an email and don't know if the email is safe enough and you just want to check it out. Then you can use something like VirtualBox or Windows Sandbox to help you understand if this can work. Let's see. And this one is still free. And I know there's also VMware, but this is the video. He provides a 50% off the Pro version. Oh, really? I didn't know. Pro version of what? And hi, Bob. Nice of you to join. Let's also see if we can continue with our Docker. It's still installing. And this one can be closed. Can we just remove anything that is not useful for us? So I don't want any visual effects. Just to make this a little bit faster. WebStudio. It provides a 50% off. So you mean there's a discount code? I didn't know. Where can you find the discount? Because I see that the lifetime one is $9.99 and the Pro version for the monthly fee is like $20 a month. So I wonder where you have seen it. If you could share it in some way or form, that would be lovely. Maybe in Facebook, because I know that the YouTube chat doesn't allow for links. And in the meantime, I'm trying to set up this. It wasn't a planned live stream, but I was just trying to do something. And it doesn't look like that video that I showed you. Poof! I don't know, Bob. I don't know which one. I was just trying to install WebStudio and was like, why not go live? I can do this live as well. So it was a last minute kind of thing. And it doesn't look like it's doing much. I think killing this won't be the smartest thing to do, but let's kill it. And let's go to this one and try to install Docker again. And else we have a snapshot and can go back to the previous version where we just have a freshly installed version. Naruto. I don't know which that's Japanese for I see. It's called website builders suck. So I built my own. Oh, I really can't remember. I'm sorry. Could you send it via Facebook or something? That would be lovely. Because I don't know which one you are mentioning, Bob. I'm sorry. So here we're installing Docker, which is something similar like VirtualBox to virtualize the environment. I also hope to get my Elgato prompter kind of applications up, but it doesn't look like it's working. And also testing out my sound, because when I listened back to yesterday, brother, I saw that it was clipping very much, and I want to change that. So I was like, let's set it up. Let's see if it clips still. And if it doesn't, it's good. It is a long time ago, I guess, right? Bob, when you shared it. So I need to figure out where I can find it. It's not as easy as 1, 2, 3, unfortunately. So let's see. I'm very curious which one you slap a limiter on your mic. Yeah, is it still clipping too much? I've set up a limiter. So here's my live stream studio. I've installed SE Live, and now I've added a limiter and that sort of things as well. Let's see. In this one, filter, so no suppression, equalizer, but then the 3 band, so it's easier. Expander when I'm talking a little bit softer, and a compressor when I talk a little bit louder, and a limiter so it won't be clipping as much as it used to be. I'm trying to really talk very loudly, but it doesn't work. Yeah, I love that you're limited at 0.6 dB is fine. Nice, thanks. Thanks, by the way. I think you're more knowledgeable about the audio than I am. Might still work. Check the video. I really don't know where the video is, Bob. If you could please send me send somewhere the link that I can find it, because let's see if we can find it back in all the comments that I've had in the past. It's not that I can find it easily, I guess. Studio. No, maybe Bob might have watched a video or two. Nice. I was also watching a video or two today about setting up OBS. Let's set that one. But also about virtualization using VirtualBox. It's nice that it still exists and it's still free. Let's see, Bob. I don't really. I can't. And scrolling through this to find you, it is very tedious. Website builders suck. All right, I will. Right. Website builders suck. So I built my own. Looks like they both are trying to restart, so that's nice. We have restart here, close and restart. So what's the entire for a special coupon? And it's good to know. I can share it in the chat. So if anybody else is seeing this and is interested in this one, we link is in the video. Is it this one? Annual plan, yeah. Around 40. It's still $20 a year. Because if we don't set it to annual, it's 20 a month. And if you do 20 times 12, you get 240. So that is the same. The first 50 people create today. Now we can see if it's still valid. Month, yes. Half the price for life. Yeah, that would be nice. What was the create today? Create today. I'm wondering if this is still available. It is. So if you want to have this for a year, I think that will be a good option. Thank you for sharing, Bob. I will see. Keep that in mind, and after the live stream, even purchase it, I guess, for this this kind of value. So if you want to have this, you need to have the special link, and then you can get it for cheaper. Yeah, I can imagine for 120 a year for the rest of your life. That's nice. I got Elementor for 99 a year. It's really a no brainer actually. So interval annual, and then hit the buy button. I just put some pages on Cloudflare and they work great. Nice. Hey, Toby, how are you doing? Nice. Beloved Elementor. If you watch a little bit back, I'm sorry, I wasn't even planning on going live today. Why is there my password? I don't want any sign-in options. Damn it. I didn't even know my password by heart, to be fair. Let's do it like this. Go to my just chatting scene. And then hopefully I can paste in. Doesn't work. So how do I do this? Freaking hell. Can I show display the user interface? Machine input keyboard top. How can I get my virtualization bar back? Damn it. I can tell you your password. That would be nice. That's the thing about this. All right, let's type it in. There we go. And then we need to set up. I don't want to sign in when using virtualization. You see me doing boring stuff now. Let's see. That letter, that one, and exclamation. Hopefully this works. Yeah. Let's set up a pin for easier setup. 1122 1122. So everybody knows what my pin is for my virtual account, which is fine by me. Let's have a look. Nice of you to join, by the way, guys. And now I hope that everything is working. Because when I tried to run Docker's container during inside of my sandbox, there was an error and I couldn't run it. So I'm trying out if it works via VirtualBox. That would be lovely. The Pro version is so much easier and includes templates. Nice. Can right now, yeah, for sure. Please do that. We can skip this as well. And hopefully it doesn't crash. And again, it's crashing. We need to update WSL. Error occurred. Update. Great. So we can open up our CMD. Oh, this is taking me way back in the days where you need to do this every time. You need to do all the things manually. Just like installing a plugin in WordPress, you need to copy and paste the directory that you have downloaded from a website. And then you copy the plugin, the folder, and then you paste it over the existing folder that is on your web server. And you need to do that via SFTP. And then hopefully it didn't crash. And if it didn't crash and you didn't copy the existing version, then thanks. But I'm interested in the topic. Enroll readers later. Nice. You can also find a discount code. Sorry, the text is... I think I need to work on that. But you can also find a coupon code where you get a discount, as Bob mentioned. So check it back later. It is very smart. We'll watch later as well. Curious to see how it goes. Thanks. I hope it doesn't become very lengthy. All right. Enjoy your snack. What kind of snack are you going to take? Let's see what we need to do next. We need to restart, and we have a GitHub account already, so that's good. Let's use system default as well. Finish, and let's go to GitHub Studio. See, everything working fine. Yeah, still isn't working. That's nice. Long time no see. Yeah, for sure. It was a while ago. For the people who don't know, I'm going to do a live stream with that guy next week and roast his website, and also hopefully try to help him out with things he has had trouble with setting up, or changing, or whatever question he has. Let's see. We can go to our terminal, set a new terminal. And in here, we need to run git clone and then insert a link. Now it's cloning into WebStudio, so that's nice. And what do we need to do then afterwards? And by the way, if you'd like to have your website roasted as well, please leave a comment. A comment in the video down in here somewhere, down below, somewhere there, somewhere you can find it quite possibly, and perhaps you will be. Perhaps I can help you out with something. So let me know. Love to help out. Let's see. That can be changed. I return. Here returns. Returns of the Mac. Sorry. I don't think my singing is very good. Let's self-host the developer. So we have installed VS Code. We've installed Docker successfully. And now in VS Code, we need to add dev containers. So we've also cloned to WebStudio. So that's all ready for the next step. So let's go to our extensions. So it is this one. Oh. What kind of snack did you bring? So open VS Code, extensions, search for and install. That was what we done. We have forked the WebStudio as well with git clone. So that's done. And the clone are forked. We didn't fork it. We just straight up forked, cloned the repository from WebStudio. I think it's fine. I don't know why would I do it for my local fork it first. And here we have Visual Code open, and then we need to open up the right file. So we go to, where is this placed? Ooh, now that's sketchy. Is it inside user, my name, and then here we have WebStudio. Select a folder, and we'll open up our repository of this is fine. It opens up the folder inside of VS Code. File open folder. Once your folder is open, we have the ability to reopen. Docker daemon is not running. So let's run Docker. And there it is. Skip. Stopped. Yes. Starting the Docker engine. And hopefully it will, don't recognize this song. Return of the Mac. Do 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 do. Return of... It's the song, right? Come on. It's called Return of the Mac. If I... Here. Return of the Mac. Guy. I'm not going to play it because then I will get penalized. Another error. Either shut down while executing a command. So we need to do something again. So let's shut this down. Is it now shut down? Oh, that's quick. And then we open up Docker again. Look it up. Nice. Made a Vega butter ham sausage sandwich. That sounds nice. Docker engine stopped. Right. But at least we didn't get any errors. I was speaking just a little bit too soon, I guess. How do we stop it? Either shut down, wait, and or reboot your machine. Let's reboot our machine. Restart. Look at it. Oh, that's But then in lo-fi, right? Beauty and the Beast in lo-fi. I can see if I can do that. Almost done. There we go. Now, thank you. 112 is enough, right? Settings. Let's see. No, we don't need to activate it. I want just to use dark mode. Dark mode, turn on dark mode for apps. We need to run Docker, open our VS Code. And where is my display settings? Personalization. That sounds like something, right? Dynamic lighting. I just want to have my dark version. Sir, can I have my dark version? You need to activate Windows before you can personalize your PC. What? So I'm stuck with this bright version. Ah, damn it. Damn you, Windows. Why do you do this to me? Why do you hurt my eyes? Why do you want to do that? A little bit. God damn it. All right. Unexpected error occurred while executing a WSL. Either shut down WSL and or reboot the machine. You can also try to reinstall WSL and or Docker Desktop if the issue persists. Ensure main distribution is displayed. Whew. All right. Maybe Copilot can help us out here. Why Windows? Why? Everyone light motor trucks bugs. Yeah. Nice. Help me fix this Docker issue inside of Windows using VirtualBox. Enable Hyper-V. Let's run it. PowerShell. Do we need to enable it in base anyway? Error. So this looks like it's working. That's nice. Operation successful. Install Docker if needed. Let's see if this already fixed something. It's not as easy as I thought. I hoped it was. But unfortunately, it isn't. And I don't know if this is due to virtualization or due to something else going on. Let's see if it is going to run this time. It's still not running. Maybe we can look up a tutorial on how to run Docker in VirtualBox. Now, I do think the VirtualBox is a little bit slow, so let's do it here. How to run Docker inside of VirtualBox. Cookies. Long I managed to install and start Docker inside, but when I try to create a container, is to allow virtualization capabilities provided by the processor. This does not with virtualizations. You can run a Docker virtualization box in VirtualBox as long there is no hypervisor running inside. that is the case when we run Docker on Linux system in VirtualBox. All right, they run Hyper-V as well on top, which they run. That's why nested virtualization is needed here. For this case, use something like VMware Player. It supports nested virtualization. All right. I guess I need to change from VirtualBox to VMware Player. Yes, I need virtualization support indeed. Let's see. So we need to run this one. Run any virtual machine. Line consists out of two products, Pro and Player. Collectively, they are referred to workstation. But what is the latest version? Because they were taken over by Broadcom, so I don't know if this is something I want to do. And if I want to do a tutorial on reinstalling it, then yeah, that would be awesome. Looks like the 17 is the latest version. VMware Player. Issue introduction. You cannot download VMware Player. Nice. I don't know. Downloading VMware Player fails. Update. You can enable the license VMware Player for commercial use. Step 1. Download VMware Player. Navigate to Broad. Why would I do this first and then go to here? From the software menu, select then my downloads, click on my downloads, and there's a direct link. I need to create a user for this. Time for Proxmox setup stream. What is Proxmox? Proxmox. Free open source virtualization platform. Hey, but can it run Docker? Because that's what we need for WebStudio. And Docker in itself is also a virtualization. Can we run Docker inside of Proxmox? I wonder if we can figure it out. Yes, you can. All right. It runs every OS. That's awesome. So it's kind of similar. It is a complete open source platform for enterprise virtualization. With the built-in web interface, you can easily manage VMs. All right. Where do we start? Is it free? Yeah, it's open source, so it's it should be free. Here we have virtual environment. But how does this work? Docker is a very easy way to start and close your virtualization, just like we did here with VirtualBox. We have a virtual Windows inside of our Windows, and Docker can do the same, but it uses no GUI, so it's command line only, and you can spin up things really fast. Usually it is used in development because you can spin up something very quickly and also terminate it and doing it all via code. But how does Proxmox work? It runs on a server, so you need a separate machine. I don't have a separate machine. I have my old PC. Maybe I can set it up for that one. Oh, sorry. So this is for installing Proxmox somewhere. But I just want to have it local. Just like VirtualBox, because then it's very easy to spin up something if I feel like doing it. And doing a live stream already is a lot of steps that needs to be done. So Docker inside. So we can't using Docker with VirtualBox and Windows. And so that was nice peachy. Until I try to install. Doesn't have enabled in beats. Means that can't run other virtualization environment inside of. Does not support nested virtualization, so I had two possibilities. I could move to VMware, but I've reinstalled everything again. Or could run Docker on host and change the configuration to use the Docker daemon for the host IP. So this is the issue. And if VMware is a good alternative, why not? Let's try it out. I don't mind. VMware Workstation Player. It's Unix-based OS, I see, for running virtual machines. It's not a local VM player. Like Sphere or Hyper-V. Yeah, right. I see. So I'm going to be lazy. They said it should be working with VMware Player. So let's give that a spin, right? VMware Player Docker. Let's see if that works. So I know that I can't set this up completely as I would like to. VMware. Okay. Oh, damn it. Now that VMware Workstation can run Hyper-V installed, there's a better alternative to running Docker on Windows 10. Check out this guide. One of the most useful developer tools. VM. In general, it can run natively. However, Docker Desktop for Windows can run inside the virtual desktop, provided that the virtual desktop is properly configured. Run desktop in a virtual desktop environment, because Docker is using Linux VM, in which it runs Docker Engine and the containers. The support available from Docker extends to installing and running inside of the VM. Once the virtualization is set up correctly, the only hypervisor we have successfully tested are VMware and Azure. And there's no support for other VMs. All right. So that we know that VMware, I don't know what ESXE means, is an enterprise class hypervisor. Does that mean that it also works with the other VMware? We're diving deep, boys. Let's see. We can terminate this one. Power off. I don't believe I will be using this either, so I can just remove this one. Let's see. VirtualBox. Let's also remove the allocated file and just install this one. So we want to remove this one. Delete all files. Welcome to VirtualBox. Well, bye-bye, VirtualBox. Also on an external server, yeah. Let's see if we can run it in VMware. Using everything that we have learned up until now. Should install Windows Hyper-V automatically. Look at that. Check for updates. Join the customer experience improvement program. Nope. I don't need it to have a desktop. Start menu, that's fine. And let's install. And let's install VirtualBox. And VirtualBox. It's just a virtual reality. That would be nice. To install a virtual machine on a virtual reality during a live stream. How much more virtual can you get? Virtual inside virtual of virtuals. So that one is installed. Can you install this one, please? Yes. Run it, remove it, and done it. So VMware player, there we go. For none, look at that. Non-commercial, you can use it for free. Create a virtual machine. Now drives, installer. We want to install Windows 11. All right. Let's start and install it right away. There's a newer version available. Virtual Insanity, nice. It always seems to... Triple CMS? Yes, let's launch and update this one. I was planning on going to bed earlier today. Not at 11 o'clock like yesterday. Right. Stop the following process to enable. Right. Close. Cancel. Next. Let's update it immediately. Then we have the latest version. That should be okay. That should be okay. Upgrade. By the way, if you would like to see my home setup, that's always fun to show, right? In the Bricks Builder community, they've sent a post for the setup at home. And this is my current setup at home. And where I'm looking at, I'm sitting here, very old and old chair. And this teleprompter has just been added this month to try it out. And if I don't like it, I can return it in 30 days. So that's nice. So when I'm looking at the camera, I'm actually seeing also what's happening during on my screen as well. It's a funny experience actually. Let's remove some things. Remove this one. And hopefully VMware in Denmark. No, I'm not. Why? Why do you ask? Do I look like a person living in Denmark for you? Yes, next. Install. I don't need to do this. Only the files needed to support TPM or encrypted. All the files are encrypted. Password cannot be empty. 1122, 1122. At least 8 characters. Damn it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hopefully I will remember that in the future. Disk space 64. Multiple files. Right. Power on this after creation. Let's do that. And hopefully installing can be done quickly. But yeah, this is my nice little cozy attic room with the laundry hanging here. Nice plants, as you can see, and a lot of stuff lying around. I've some old keyboards, so if anybody's interested in a keyboard, it's the K6 Pro. Yeah, this one. Yeah. If anybody's interested in this one, let me know. I'm willing to sell. But yeah, it was fun. It's fun to see a little bit behind. But here, Denmark. Oh, that was the picture of the studio. The studio and attic at the same time. You need a place to store everything, right? I forgot that looks like at the video demand. Keyground, nice. Yeah. If you want to try it out, let me know. The Netherlands, by the way, Bob. Yeah, let's download and install it. That sounds fun. Let's see how things work. So we need to install this first before we can move on here. I'm very happy with the keyboard. All right, nice to know. What kind do you have? Also, I want to fix that this is very lengthy and not quite centered. So let's see if we can change that. And when we go back, it should be smaller. Let's see. There we go. That looks better. It needs to be tinier even because here is space reserved for people that are joining later on. Boot normally. I guess I finished installing. Finish. I finish installing. Right. And where are you from? A Logitech G something. I want to. But that one is broken as heck. The keys were flying out and I just hated it. And the Keychron keyboard is sounding perfect. For me, I don't have anything. Can we also speed up these kind of things? Being twice as fast or something? Let's go with the Pro version. Yes, take everything, please. Next. Keep nothing. Yes. I love the keyboard sounds. Yeah. If you want to try this one out, let me know. Then there's a reason also for me to going to your place, right? Canada. Ooh, what times? What's the time there right now? That looks better. And then we need to switch over the chat just a little bit. Something like that. We don't need to align completely. Maybe just a bit above. Try it again. It's 9 hours. Huh? 9 hours difference? Positive or negative? Minus? Minus 9 hours. So for you, the day is starting, Bob. Or in the middle of the afternoon, something like that. 10, 12. Yeah, you're enjoying your lunch. About. Let's see. Pop up this. There we go. That looks like a nice place for our chats. We're already at 50% of installing our VMware. I really hope that the virtualization does work this time. Because getting that one in is very tedious, to be fair. It's, 1:06 p.m. Nice. In Canada. Always wanted to go there, but didn't take any opportunity to do that. I know that someone was there from the friends of my girlfriend, and he had a very lovely time in Canada. But you know what to do, right? If it doesn't work out, you blame Canada. How many times do you hear lunchtime? Nice. And what kind of work do you do, Bob? Lovely that you're joining your lunchtime with this live stream, by the way. Thank you. I'm honored that I can be part of your afternoon ritual. For me, it's evening. As you can see, it's like 12 o'clock. And pretty late. Set up Windows without Microsoft account. Next, install. Like I don't have. Choose the Windows 10 Pro. For Windows 11, you can also do this if I remember correctly. Hello, Enjovic. I hope I pronounced your name right. How are you doing this fine day? I'm not your friend, pal. I'm not your pal, buddy. Let's see. Oops, you lost your internet. Okay, skip Microsoft Cover. Yes. But they both right. So in preparation, cover a new PC. Create a boot pool. Local account. Now requires a Microsoft account. There are a few tricks that you can. This involves either pulling out the internet cable if you use one, or hitting Shift F10 and typing ipconfig release. I think we've passed that. Let's see. I'm very good. Nice to know. I thought you were in Denmark. We could swap battle stories against the Americans. Nice. I'm afraid I'm just too Dutch for that one. Nice that you're doing very good. We're setting up a virtualization environment so that we can run and install and try out WebStudio safely. And if I want to do a tutorial in the future on how to set up WebStudio, we can use that environment as well to set up to show how you can set up and install WebStudio yourself. At the beginning of the live stream, I used VirtualBox, but it doesn't allow you to install Docker, and Docker is something that we need to be able to run the WebStudio. So hopefully it works this time. So one of the first things that I'm gonna do is install Docker and see if it works instead of installing the rest as well. I'm not your buddy, friend. I'm not your friend, guy. Let's see. How's the sound, by the way? Is it clipping on any means? I guess my S's are really hard. I try to see if there's a de-esser, so that the S sounds aren't that hard. Or maybe I need to learn how to talk a little bit in the back of my throat instead. Start off in the front, so that everything does sound less harsh when I am using the S sound. In here, we need to press Ctrl Shift 10, if I remember correctly. Tools, file. Unfortunately, on my keyboard, I don't have a very easy way to press that combination. Shift. Well, let's see. 9, 10. So is that the F10? What button did I press? What button did I press? Yes, this is F10. Nice. And then we can say ipconfig release because I don't want to set up an account for this one. I hoped I could be lazy. ipconfig release. And then close this one. Now to go back. Go back a step and create a local username and password. Then complete the setup as normal. Next. Then we set up United States. Hexing. Skip. Sounds like, in my opinion, maybe it gets a little distorted still if you're loud, but I'm not sure about that. So I can change the limiter still if needed. Let's go to properties. No, filters. Because then I need to change the filter, right? Like, what did you say already? Something like -6. So now it should never distort because it is now maximum -6. Let me know if it is or isn't. So I don't have any troubleshooting. What? If you the latest version will not. If you try the same trick, you will just get an error message. Even the professional version. There are a few tricks to still be done. This first involves cutting off your internet connection. This involves either pulling out the internet, shift I, or driving hit the back. Now go to this and complete the setup. Another, but it looks like it doesn't allow me to continue. Oh man. ipconfig /renew. And now it can be done. Next. It's only when you're really loud, so it's fine now. All right. I hope I'm not talking really loud right now, then. Or maybe I did. Who knows? Just checking for updates. Thank you, by the way. I hope this helps. And good things are coming your way. Let's see if it works. And the Elgato camera hub doesn't want to open up anyhow. Okay, let's back to this clip after stream, and you know what I mean. Right. What's the time? 1:13. Yes, I know that I'm pressing that one. Because I know that I will forget. Let's go to home. And then 1:13. Let's see. There we go. Skip for now. Set up for personal use. Check for updates. Lovely. Maybe I can also do the testing still myself if needed. Or maybe my mic needs to be a little bit distant. A little bit more than what it used to be. And then it stops clipping. I hope. Sign in. And this is the part where I can press. I hope that it now works. ipconfig. Release. Ooh, you need to write it the right way. Config. And now when we hit the back button and hit retry. Yeah, I can have a monitor kind of thing, but I don't have the plug for it. It uses a picker plug. Thank you. Yeah, and there's a back, yeah. That's what I'm doing during live stream. Why try to do it yourself if you can get feedback right away? And one step and create a local user and complete. It doesn't allow me. Shift 10. IP. It's luckily that I still remember that you can renew. Wait, this one again. Next. Set up personal. I don't want to do this. Can I just skip this stupid thing? No, thank you.com. No, thank you.com. I still cannot. This should work. This should work. Ooh, a different kind of command. Let's give that a try. BA backslash y s n r o. BA backslash y s n r o. Not recognized. Oh, it needs to be attached. Ooh, something's happening. Did we just... I hope so. Hack the matrix. Come on, work. Netherlands, yes. We want to use United States International. Skip layer setup. Checking for updates. Skip for now. And almost a moment of truth. Also, or doesn't it work? Nice. I always love us sharing knowledge. I mean, that's what I do for the YouTube streams as well, right? We can set up personal. And can we skip? Skip. Show me the skip. I don't have internet. Show me I don't have internet. Come on, you can do it, Windows. It says sign in. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It didn't work. It didn't work. Right. I will just put in my credentials. You win, Microsoft. You win. It's so fun to try it. See if we can get it working in a different way. But unfortunately, peanut butter. Uh, and now we need to find our message. Authenticator. Enter the digits. And let's wait a little bit. Now I still need to create a pin. Do you guys know a good pin that I can use? A good, very secure pin even? If you know one, let me know in the chat. Else I will just continue with using 1122, I guess. Yes, get all the data. Yes, get everything. Yes, include that one. Yes, do that. Yes, get that information. You get everything. Nice. 6942. Nice. I don't want to store. Set up as new. Set up as new. Getting things ready for you. Then we need to install the VMware stuff, and then we can take a snapshot. Skip. 420. Hut, hut. Not 42. 420, right? 42. Jeez, boomer. 42. Jeez, boomer. Get on my age. I really don't get it. Decline. Decline. Yes, good enough. This is so tedious. So much length that we need to go to. Right, let's take a snapshot. Can we? Can we install VMware tools? Oh, let's also do that one. How to run? It's a picture. I don't want to run a picture. Run, picture, run. I don't know which one. Just run the setup. 69. Oh, sorry. Looks like I'm 69 years old, right? I'm not getting anything. I do not understand. Please explain it to me. Typical install. And now is the question, how do we create a snapshot? No, we don't want this one. Player file. Download virtual. Here's everything that we can hook up on. Cancel installation. VMware settings. Can we open up VMware Player again? Because I want to play with the tool. And edit start. Remove and delete. Yes, I know that is in use. Power rename. It doesn't look like we can copy it or do things with it. Finish. Yes. New open, like duplicating or manage. Install message virtual machine settings. I want to make a backup of this virtual machine that whenever I feel like I can go back to this version of it. 1122. Can this be done by just going into the virtual machines and then copying it? Copy and pasting it. Let's see what happens. Hopefully this makes a snapshot. Open a virtual machine. We go into our documents virtual machine. And now we have running it twice. I don't know if it works. Suspend. So you might have been moved or copied in order to configure the feature firmware. Let's know if you moved or copied. I copied it. On the cast. Operation is already in progress. Right. So I guess I just made a mistake. A virtual machine. You go to bed. Yeah, for me as well. Talk to you soon and see you another time. Let's try and install Docker. Docker desktop. And will it run? Run, run, run. I do think the VMware player is a nicer experience than the previous one that we had. And the previous one being VirtualBox. Yes. Keep that all. And is it ready? Almost. Well, I was impatient, and the previous time something went to shit, so let's see how it works. we go. And hopefully this will work this time around. Let's see. We now remove this one. Maybe after we have closed the VMware player, it will work. Oh, nice. So we're still waiting before Docker is installed completely. It can take a little bit of time, as we saw the previous time as well. But hopefully the Docker does work. And if it doesn't, then we know that we need to set it up during a live stream or during something else on this computer directly. And I don't know if I have something in place that I can have a fallback as well. So we need to perhaps look in that as well. How we can refer to a previous version for Windows. Because that's actually why I use this version right here, this virtualization of my Windows, because I just don't want to use my own PC when I'm using tutorials to understand how to set up something like WebStudio that just needs VS Code, Docker, Git, and a lot of other programs that I don't know if I want them directly installed on my PC. So let's see if this works. Very curious. Updates are on the way. Let's type in our very secure PIN code. Oh. My light decided to quit, but I've now turned on again and it's all good. Yeah. Accept. Use recommended. Yes, that sounds good. Let's skip everything and see. Is it finally working? Is our Docker engine going to run this time? Does it, or damn it, still something happening. Error while updating WSL. Update. Linux must be updated to the latest version. Information. All right. Ah, I need to press something. Does it or doesn't it work? That's the question. And look. Is everything working over there? Yep, still working. We've been streaming for quite a while. Let's exit that one. Open up Docker. And let's see if it works. Yes. Starting Docker engine. Turning off the Docker engine. Oh no. Stopped again. Ah, again something happens. So I guess I can run it on my local machine like this. In a virtualized setup. That's actually very bad. Docker. So if anybody knows how to do this kind of thing without needing to set it up on my computer directly, that would be awesome. But it looks like the Docker still isn't able to run on here. Do we need to change some settings for the virtual machine, perhaps? Processors, ISO, that isn't needed anymore actually. Connected, USB controller, sound card, display. I don't think we're looking for these kinds of settings. So I hope this would be easier, but unfortunately I am not able to run this on a virtual machine, which means I need to set it up for my in my computer directly, which I actually didn't want to do, but I guess I have no choice than doing that. So yeah, it's something that I will be doing next time up, setting up WebStudio, um, but then on my local machine instead of in a virtual container. But now we know at least that it doesn't work in a virtual container. I thank you for watching this and hopefully didn't disappoint you too much. Whatever the case, keep designing.